Hi folks, we had a suggestion to do Hotel California by the Eagles, and it's a good practice, which is why it was suggested for playing the F chord, which everybody knows and loves. We'll come to the details of that when we go through the transcription. I'm playing it with a capo on at the second fret, which makes it easy to play, which is the whole point of the exercise. When we talk about the action of a guitar, you're talking about how far the strings are away from the fretboard. So a high action, they're a longer way away. A low action, they're pretty close to the fretboard. If it's too low, you get lots of buzzing as you go along. But a lower action is easy to play. So hopefully you should find this easy to play a bar chord on, or to play F, just barring the first two strings. But we'll worry about that in a bit. Now I'm going to treat the capo as the nut, so when I play this fret, I'm going to call out the first fret, and that the second, and that the third. So I'm going to treat it as if I'm playing first position chords down at the bottom of the neck. My battery's running out. Now then, the first chord is A minor. So if I described A minor, I'd say I've got my first finger on the second string at the first fret, my third finger is on the fourth string at the second fret, and my third finger is on the third string at the second fret. That's how I describe it. Now to change from A minor to E7, all you're doing is moving up the fretboard. So these two fingers are moving up to the next set of strings, and your third finger is coming off. It's because there's only two fingers in E7. So I've got my first finger at the first fret on the third string, and my second finger is on the second fret on the fifth string. That's E7. So A minor to E7, you take your third finger off and you just move these two fingers up to the next set of strings. G, play a four-fingered G that we've talked about before, to D. And we said G and D come up in loads of songs, and here's a good example. When you change from G to D, your third finger never moves. It stays on the second string. So G, everything else moves around it. So these two fingers move down the fretboard, and your little finger comes off as D. And then I've got F to C. This is where the fun starts. Now if you play F as a bar chord, you can play it as an E-shaped chord, like that, in which case your first finger's pressing down all the strings, or you can play it like that, where your first finger is just barring the first two strings. To C. Now F to C is an easy chord change. Your third finger doesn't move, your little finger comes off, your first finger just rolls forward, and your second finger just moves up a string. So it's just like that. So it's the minimum movement. And we talked about this before, you want to move your hands as little as possible when playing the chords. If you're playing a bar chord, again your third finger doesn't move. Your little finger comes off, your second finger moves up a string, and your first finger moves down a straight line to play C on the second string. Playing the root note, because that note's actually D, but because of the capo, it's actually a D chord. Well, it's not. It's not C anymore. Okay. So, but we'll treat it as C. D minor again to E7. Now D minor to E7, if these two fingers are just moving up the fretboard. G, 4 finger G, D, F and C again. D minor to E7. And then the chorus, you've got F, you can't avoid it, to C, E7 and A minor. Then the same again, F to C, D minor to E7. Now the fun bit's gonna be getting the rhythm of the song. So you need a strumming pattern. So I'm gonna go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. All the way through. So up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. So if I go through the transcription, the pattern all the way through the song. But we'll have a go on Thursday. See you then. Bye.